Dear student, today I will be discuss two sub-content of the chapter weavers, iron smelters and factory owners. First, Indian textiles and the world market, and second, Indian textile and the European market. This chapter tells the story of the crafts and industries of India during British rule by focusing on two industries, namely textiles and iron and steel. The industrialization of Britain had a close connection with the conquest and colonization of India. English East India Company's interest in trade led to the occupation of territory, and the pattern of trade changed over the decades. In the late 18th century, the company was buying goods in India and exporting them to England and Europe, make profit through the sale. With the growth of industrial production, British industrialists began to see India as a vast market for their industrial products, and very soon manufactured goods from Britain began flooding India. This badly affected Indian crafts and industries. From the 16th century, European trading companies began buying Indian textile for sale in Europe. In 1757, the British conquered Bengal. India was by far the world's largest producer of cotton textiles. European traders first saw fine cotton cloths from India carried by Arab merchants in Mosul in present day Iraq. Hence they began to refer to all finely woven textiles as muslin. Portuguese first came to India in search of spices. They landed in Calicut on the Kerala coast in southwest India. The cotton textiles which they took back to Europe came to be known as calico, which is derived from Calicut. There are many other words which point to the popularity of Indian textiles in western markets. Printed cotton cloths called chhit and bandana were also in great demand. The chhit is derived from the Hindi word chhit, a cloth very small and colorful flowery designs. The word bandana is referred to any brightly colored and printed scarf for the neck or head. Originally, the term derived from the word bandhana, Hindi for tying, and referred to a variety of brightly colored cloth produced through a method of tying and dyeing. Rich people of England, including the Queen herself, wore cloths of Indian fabric. There were other cloths in the order book that were noted by their place of origin: Kasim Bazar, Patna, Calcutta, Odisha, Chorapur. Indian textiles in European markets. Textile industries had just begun to develop in England in the early 18th century. The wool and silk producers in England found themselves unable to compete with Indian textile. They wanted to secure market within the country by the preventing the entry of Indian textile. Therefore, they protested against its import. In 1720, the British government enacted a legislation banning the use of printed cotton textiles sheets in England. Competition with Indian textiles also led to the search for technological innovation in England. In 1764, the spinning jenny was invented by John Kay, which increased the productivity of the traditional spindles. The invention of the steam engine by Richard Arkwright in 1786 revolutionary in the field of cotton textile weaving. Indian textiles now had to compete with British textiles in the European and American markets. Exporting textiles to England became increasingly difficult since very high duties were imposed on Indian textiles imported into Britain. Thousands of weavers in Indian background became unemployed. Bengal weavers were the worst hit. By the 1830s, British cotton cloth flooded Indian markets. This affected not only specialist weaver but also spinners.